Here are 13 keyboard shortcuts that I didn't know about when I started using GameMaker but now use all of the time. The first one is Control X. It copies the selection and then deletes it. This keyboard shortcut works basically everywhere and it's really great for moving around sections of code. The next one is Control D. It duplicates the selection. It works in a couple different places in GameMaker. You can use it on assets, but you can also use it on code. Want to duplicate a line of code? Control D. I use it most for single lines of code, but it does work on whole sections as well. This keyboard shortcut also works in most other code editors. Sadly, it does not work in Word or Google Docs. These next few are GameMaker specific. First, we have Control K and Control Shift K. These comment out all selected lines of code or uncomment out selected lines of code. And actually, it just adds or removes 2 forward slashes to the start of the line, so you can even comment out a comment and then uncomment it without actually uncommenting that comment. Confusing, I know, but it is very useful, especially when you are debugging and you want to stop a certain section of code from running to see if it is causing or not causing the issue. Next, we have Control M and Control U. These hide and unhide all regions. This is really nice, especially now that we have auto regions in GameMaker Studio 2.3. It makes it really easy to collapse your code and look at the overall structure of what you've written. Everyone probably knows about Control Shift F, which allows you to search through your code, but did you know about Control T? This one allows you to search through your assets and becomes more and more useful the larger your project becomes. This next one is one of my favorites, Alt Drag. If you hold down Alt and click the left mouse button, you can select columns of text. This can be especially useful when dealing with repeated lines of code, which you can now make with Control D. These last ones work in almost all text editing situations, but I learned about them when I started coding, so I'm giving the credit to GameMaker. Home and End are the ones I learned about most recently. Home takes you to the start of the line, and End takes you to the end of the line. They make jumping to the end of the line to add a bracket or a semicolon or something, or jumping to the start of the line to Shift Tab in a lot easier. F2 lets you rename the selected asset or folder, and also works on Windows file and folder names as well. Create a new asset with the assets shortcut, of course, and then hit F2. Now you can rename it. Next to last, I have double clicking to select the full word. Technically not a keyboard shortcut, but generally useful in many situations. For example, if you have something selected and you open the search, it auto-populates the search field with what is selected. Now, with a simple double click and a keyboard shortcut, you can search your entire project for a function. The very last one is the most useless one, until you need to know it. It is the insert key. This toggles overtype mode on and off. Overtype mode is where what you type replaces the current text rather than inserting it. Although I'm sure it can be useful, I have never wanted to do this, but I have hit the key accidentally. And the first time I did so, it took me far longer than I want to admit to figure out what I had done wrong and how to fix it. Now, hopefully you won't have to go through that. So these are some of my favorite keyboard shortcuts in and out of GameMaker that I learned as a result of GameMaker, but there are so many more, and if you've never looked at the full list, you should. Maybe you'll find your own favorite shortcut, or maybe you already have one and I missed it. If so, let me know down below.